Okay, everybody. Well, thank you for getting on this Wednesday morning. It is freezing here in Missouri. It's like 29 degrees at our house this morning as I was getting my kids out the door for school. So no matter where you are, we just want to thank you for being on. I'm going to go through and just explain the compensation plan like you don't know anything at all. So if you already know information, this will be kind of a refresher. If you're brand new, hopefully this will fill in a lot of the gaps for you. So we're going to go through, and then at the end, I will stop the recording and you guys can ask questions if you want, and we'll go from there. So first of all, a little background. If I haven't met some of you guys, my husband and I have been in Isogenics now for a little over 11 years. And when we first got approached about the company, I was really excited about the opportunity, but I was a little restrained too because I had done network marketing before and hadn't ended that on a great note. And so I don't know if any of you guys have had network marketing experience previously, but Isogenics is really different. The culture is different. The community of people is different. The products are amazing, and the compensation plan, I believe, is unmatched in our industry. And I've been around a long time. So and looked at a lot of compensation plans, but I've never seen one that works like this, where it pays everyone as a team, and it's just, a group of people really working together to achieve a similar goal. So when I went and I learned about the company, I live in a little town of like 900 people in Northwest Missouri, and so I flew to Salt Lake City to learn more about Isogenics, and I sat in a room with 100 plus people and learned about the products and how amazing the results were, whether people wanted weight loss or healthy aging or building lean muscle or, more energy, better sleep, whatever it was, people had their own result, which is really important to our compensation plan, because if the products did not work, the compensation plan really would not matter. But our products are amazing, and they are a vehicle that allows us to have, this type of freedom that the compensation plan gives us. So the second day at that training was all about the compensation plan. And I remember calling my husband and just saying, I'm going to do this. Like, if these products really work like this is going to give us the freedom we've always been, looking for. We wanted to be able to have the time to spend time together and do the things with our kids when we had kids. And I wanted to be able to be the mom in the classroom, but still utilize my degrees that I have and all that. And so, I came home and just started sharing with everybody, you guys. And I'll tell you this, you can be 1 foot in, or you can be all in. That's completely up to you. And that's the beauty of this comp plan. If you have things happen in your life where you have to step back, it's awesome, because as long as you keep ordering the products, your business is sustained. And so for me, I came home and I put my whole body in. I went for it. And people ask my husband all the time, like, what was her secret? What does she do? And he's like, she just treated it like a business from the very beginning. And she continues to treat it like a business every day. And that is the truth. I mean, I move this business forward every day by every single day doing something that grows my business, sharing with people, following up with people, coaching people, those types of things. And so when you get started, you might think like, who do I share with? And you want to share with everyone. I mean, I made a list of my family and friends, the people that, needed the products. And I made another list of people who were entrepreneurs, people who own their own businesses, people I had done business with in the past. And those people I put on another list. And I talk to every single person, because when you really understand that the products we have change lives, and that the compensation plan gives families freedom and changes lives, you'll feel obligated to share with everyone. I mean, if I sit by somebody on a plane, I can't not tell them about it when they start sharing with me, how they're gone from their family all the time because they're traveling for work, or they can't find the right nutrition for their children. I mean, I feel obligated to tell people because I love these products. And so I'm just going to go through, and we're not going to talk about the products today. We're going to talk about how you get paid. And then at the end, like I said, you can ask any questions that you have. So you're going to get a little debit card. And you get that as soon as you enroll someone, your first person, that'll come to you in the mail. You'll get that in like 7 to 10 days, and your paycheck's deposit on that. So we get paid every Monday. And so like we just got paid a couple days ago, and that was not for last week, but it was for the week before that. It's 1 week in arrears for our pay, and it goes onto that card, and then you can leave it on that card and use it as a debit card. You can call the number on the back of the card and have it automatically transferred to your bank account, whatever you want to do, but that's how the company pays you. Within Isogenics, we make money several different ways. Here are the 5 main ways, and I'm going to go through each one of these in more detail on the upcoming slides. But just that we get paid through a product introduction bonus, which you'll hear people call a PIB, a rank advancement bonus, your team cycle, which is the 6%. This is kind of the the meat and potatoes of the compensation plan. It's the residual piece of the compensation plan. We also have a matching bonus once you hit executive, and we have so many promotions the company offers. So all of this I'll talk to in detail on the following slides. So this is the first one. This is the product introduction bonus. So anytime you enroll a new person personally, you get a bonus on their first pack. So if you enroll someone with a 30-day system and on auto ship, which I prefer to call auto rewards, I tell people, we have auto rewards because it gives you a discount on your products. It makes you qualified to be able to earn money back from Isogenics. There's just tons of benefits of auto rewards. So you enroll somebody like Bill in this example on the 30-day system with the auto rewards, you get a bonus, a product introduction bonus of $25. So if you enroll Bill with our President's Pack, or now the company's calling it a value pack, with auto rewards, your bonus is $80. Okay, so a few years back, well, a long time now, it tells you how long I've been here, but in 2009, the company introduced double PIB, and that is when you share with two people in the same calendar week, you guys, and our weeks run Monday through Sunday night at midnight Eastern. So Monday through Sunday night at midnight Eastern. Anytime you share with two people who order qualifying packs in the same week, then you double your bonus. So in this example, you can see both people ordered the value pack, so it doubled the 80 to 160. And then the total of that is $320. Just to clarify here, say one person orders a value pack and one person orders a 30-day system, then it still doubles. It just has to be two packs. You'd get $160 for the President's value pack, and you would get $50 for the 30-day system. It would double from 25 to 50. So you're always going to get double as long as you share with two people in the same week. And this is just, again, showing this. Let me slide this down here. So you can see it's 80 PIB on the top enrollment if you had one during the week, but on the bottom one, if you had two during the week, they're going to double to 160 a piece, and you're going to earn $320 just in those bonuses alone. So it makes a huge difference. I always tell people never have one enrollment in a week, because like in this example, you'd make $80 versus $320. So that's a huge difference. You're leaving $240 on the table for the company. That doesn't make any sense. And so you want to make sure you always have two enrollments in the week. One thing to note on that is, say you have 3 enrollments or 4 or 5. Once you hit 2, everything above that doubles. So those will all be doubled. So you can have, multiple enrollments during the week and get double on all of that. And last week we had a lady that had 8 enrollments, personal enrollments combined between 30 days and double PIBs, and she made over $1,000 just in her double PIB. So it's crazy what you can earn in the bonuses. So that's why you want to continue to enroll and continue to share every single day. Okay, so this is the meat and potatoes. This is the 6% that I want to talk to you guys about. And so I really want to make sure everyone understands what residual income is. So, working income is when you go to work and you trade time for money and they pay you. Residual income is like interest on a savings account. You put the money in one time, and then the interest grows and grows and grows, and they pay you for that interest. And that interest is residual. So, for example, if you enrolled somebody and their auto ship has went out and you've gotten paid even one time on that auto ship, you've made residual money. That means you made money that you did not work for. Because, like I enrolled somebody last month, I worked and got that enrollment. But this month, when their auto ship goes through, I didn't have to go out and do that order. It went through and I got paid for that, you guys. If you can understand that you make money for something you did one time, and we've been doing this 11 years. So we have people that have ordered for 11 years every single month. So we've gotten paid for that person over and over and over and over again. Over 130 times they paid us for talking to somebody once. So if that can sink in, yeah, you shouldn't sleep tonight. So this is how it works. When you start sharing with people, you're going to put one on the left and one on your right, and one on your left and one on your right. And you're just going to keep doing that, building as deep as you can, left and right. And it's not your responsibility to fill in the little inside boxes that say available, that you see say available. Your job is to build 2 legs, a left leg and a right leg. It's those other people's jobs. If they want to build their business, they're going to start filling in the inside spots. And you'll see that here in this example. So if you look here, Madonna and David both start sharing. So now they have 2 legs. So they started filling in, going left, right, so that they have their 2 legs as well. So Everybody has two legs, and it's your responsibility to build your business. It's not your upline's job to put people below you. It's not your downline's job to give you freedom. It's your job to go out and share and build. And that's something that I really want to drive home with you from the very beginning, is that, you know, in a lot of companies, you have to build 20 legs and they all have to have 30 people in order to a certain amount of time each month. You have to build two legs, a left leg and a right leg. So just remember that, that it's your job to do that. And it's really awesome, because then when you have this big team of people that are your team, you know that that was work that you did. And so it's really gratifying. So here's how that works. So as people start ordering, everybody has a certain amount they order each month. So like a canister of shake, you know, counts as 27 BV. Box of bars is 20 BV. Everything has like a point value. And so you just learn what those values are. The computer knows it, the catalog knows it, but everything has a point value. And so as long as you order 100 in personal volume every 30 days, that's what allows you to be able to accrue and bank all the volume from the orders coming around you. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So in this example here, you're the guy at the top, and you have people on your left and you have people on your right, and the little blue people are people that someone on your team has enrolled. So it doesn't matter whether you've enrolled people or your team members have enrolled people. As long as you're ordering 100 BV a month, you accrue all those points in your banks. And then as soon as you have two people that you've shared with, you start to earn 6% on those orders. So for example, on the left side here, you can see you have 600 in total orders. And on the right side, you have 300 in total orders. So that counts your own order over 100, all your people's orders and all their people's orders, and everybody that falls below you. So the total is 900 BV. We're a binary company, so that means you have to have 600 on one side and 300 on the other, or 300 on one side, 600 on the other. But total, when the computer sees there's 900 volume, it's going to pay you $54, which is 6% of the 900 BV, and that is called a cycle. So like in this next example, you have orders coming up the left and you have orders that are coming up the right. And as soon as the computer recognizes that there's 600 and 300, and those people do not have to be your own enrollments, you guys, you just have to have two people that you personally shared with, one on the left, one on the right, who are both ordering at least 100 BV, and you're ordering at least 100 BV. As soon as the computer sees 600 and 300, it's going to pay you 6% of that 900, and that is $54. So people ask, like, how many times can I cycle a week? You can cycle as many times a week as you have orders coming in. So while we're doing this presentation right now, you know, we have people all across the country, all across in 15 countries in the world sharing Isagenix. And so our cycles are growing while we're doing this. So, you know, the more people you share with, the bigger your team grows, the more you're going to cycle. So here's another example. You're at the top. You have people on your left and people on your right, and it just shows you how the holdover works. So like on this example, you have 1,000 in orders on your left and you have 400 in orders on your right. So the computer's going to draw out the 600 and 300 it needs to cycle, and it's going to pay you the $54 like you see there in the middle. But then it's going to have on your left 400 BV that's kind of held over in a bank, and it's going to have 100 BV on the right that's held over in a bank. And as soon as those numbers get back to 600 and 300, it pays you. And why this is so important, you guys, is because I came from a company where at the end of 30 days, I could have had an amazing month, but starting on the 1st, you start over again with 0. And so we always say network marketing is a better way. But in that company, honestly, instead of like the corporate hamster wheel, I was like in my own network marketing hamster wheel, because most companies start over on the 1st of the month and they reset. And so Isagenix does not do that. As long as you have 100 BV order yourself, that volume continues to accrue. And if you've never done network marketing and this is your first company, yeah, you're so blessed, because it's not like this most places. So this is just, you know, I have a friend who's still in the other company. She made a post on the 1st of this month, on November 1st, and it said, all right, ladies, a new month is here. And I'm like, why would you post that? I could not understand that, because it's just they start over and they start over, and this you don't. So it's such a huge gift. It's amazing. So you guys, here's how the cycle works. You can kind of find where you fit. And so for example, you know, maybe you're making $56,000 a year. And so you can track across and say, okay, I need 20 cycles a week to, you know, replace my income. And so we can help you figure out then how many cycles you need a week, so how many enrollments you need, how big your team needs to be, all that kind of thing. So, you kind of want to figure out where you are on this chart so we can back into it. And this is just showing cycles, the 6%. This isn't showing any of the bonuses. This is just talking about cycle alone. So, if maybe you fall into this chart, so you just need to look in the right column and figure out where you earn and back across to what you need to be cycling. So, anyway, like if your goals, okay, I want to bring my husband home, or I want to, put this much money in the bank account each year for our kids' college fund, or I want to have, we were working with our financial planner and he was like, tell me the different accounts you need. And I'm like, I need a travel fund. And he just kind of looked at me, and Justin's like, she's serious. Because I love to travel. If for me, that's something I want to do. I want to see the world. I want to take my kids and see the world. That's one of the reasons I work so hard. And so I have a travel fund. So much money goes in there. So you just have to look at, what do you need for your lifestyle to be what you want it to be? And then we'll back into how many cycles that you need to create. And you guys, if you don't know me, my background is in finance and business. And so I love numbers. So this slide of all the slides, I get the most excited about, because if you can really understand this and wrap your mind around it, it should make you just want to go after this Isagenix business like crazy. So, I want you to look at the cycles. Some of you have said to me, I'm only cycling 3 times a week. So if you look at the 3 cycles in the far left column and just trace it all the way across with your finger to the right column, at 3 cycles, you would have to have, earning 3 cycles a week in Isagenix is equivalent to having $281,833 sitting in your bank account that's drawing you 3% interest. And none of you are getting 3% interest from your bank account. If you are, let me know about it, because nobody's paying that right now. So, most people don't have $281,000 sitting in their bank account collecting 3% interest. So what's going to be easier for you? Getting your business to 3 cycles, or putting $281,000 in your bank account? People will say to me, oh, I'm only cycling 5 times a week. I'm like, 5 times a week, that's residual money. That's money that you worked for once that the company is continuing to pay you. That's like having $469,000 in your bank account. When you can understand these numbers, it's just so powerful. You look at someone cycling at a 3-star, that's 40 cycles a week. And they say, okay, I'm a 3-star, dang, I want to be a 5-star. Well, look, at a 3-star level, you'd have to have $3.7 million sitting in your bank account, getting you 3% interest to make the same amount of money. So you guys, if you can really understand this, every cycle is important. Does that make you guys excited? Makes me excited. Okay, weekly pay. So we get paid every week. Our paychecks calculate every day. We get paid every single week. There was 1 week in arrears for the regular cycles. Any bonuses that you get are always 2 weeks in arrears. You can see your commission report in your back office. It's usually that full week behind though, so that you know that. And again, our weeks are calculated Monday through Sunday night at midnight Eastern. So with Isagenix, there are 5 different, I'm gonna put this over here. There are 5 different ranks within the company. First one being associate, then consultant, manager and crystal manager, director and crystal director, executive and crystal executive. And we're gonna go through in detail what each of those mean on the next slide. So first of all is associate. That means that you are in Isagenix, you're ordering at least 100 in personal volume every 30 days, but you have not chosen to share with anyone yet. Okay, then the next rank is consultant. Consultant is when you've personally ordered 100 in volume, and you've shared with 1 person on your left and 1 person on your right. And both of those people have ordered at least 100 in volume. You get a $50 bonus from the company. It's a consultant bonus of $50. You can get that anytime in your career with Isagenix. There's not a time frame for the consultant bonus. Okay, then the next level is called manager. Manager is when you personally have went out and shared with 2 people, and you've helped those 2 people to share with 2 people. So I share with Sierra, and then I said to Sierra, okay, Sierra, you're gonna love these products. It's gonna replace your groceries. Who do you know that needs to lose weight, have more energy, feel better, build lean muscle, sleep better, all those things? And she said, my mom and Darren. And I said, awesome. So I helped Sierra to share with her mom and Darren. So she became a consultant. And then I said, okay, Sierra, who are 2 people Darren knows? And who are 2 people your mom knows that need these products? And we helped them each to share with 2 people. And by doing that, she became a manager. And if you do that in your first 60 days, the company actually gives you a bonus of $250, and they call you a crystal manager. So if you hit it after the 60 days, you get the title of manager, but you miss that bonus and you miss that crystal part on your title. And you guys, if you want to understand getting to manager even better, you can go to isagenixbusiness.com. You can watch the You Share, They Share, Repeat video with Eric Hoover and just watch it over and over and over and over again until you can explain it. Because if you're out sharing with people, if you were sharing and you're like, Hilari, you should do this with me, you'd be awesome. And I said to you, how do I make money? And you couldn't explain the bonuses of getting to manager and getting to director and getting to executive, why would I want to join you? I mean, you guys think about it. If you went to a job interview and you say, well, what is my salary? And they're like, well, we don't know. You can figure that out as you go. I would be like, what? I mean, so you got to know how to explain the compensation to people so that you can, tell them so that they want to get on board with you. And you guys, when I meet with everybody at their first appointment, when they order the shakes from me, I show them the You Share, They Share. I show them how to get to manager. I don't go beyond that because it's overwhelming unless they ask. But I show everybody how to get to manager because you need to be able to show them how to get their products paid for. Because when someone achieves manager, they've made between $600 and $820. So that would pay for anybody's product. So you really want to understand how to share that. So again, go watch the You Share, They Share video with Eric, and he gives you all the numbers and you can see it all. And then I would have you practice it. So we get another bonus called a consultant development bonus, you guys, and that is when you help one of your people share with two people and they become a consultant, they're going to make the $50 consultant bonus, but you get $100 for helping them become a consultant. So like when Sierra shared with two people, and then she got the bonus of $50 and I got a bonus of $100 because I helped her develop into a consultant. And you get that on your first 20 consultants that you develop. So that ends up being $2,000 that you earn as additional bonuses for helping people, get their two people. All right. So the next rank is called director. Director is when you have 6 people you've personally shared with, and they each have been shared with 2 people. And so if you do this in your first 120 days, so 4 months, the company gives you a $750 bonus just for sharing with 6 people. And you guys, people say, I don't know 6 people who want to do this. And I just kind of like, it's not 6 people who want to build a business. It's 6 people who are going to eat tomorrow. Like if I said to you, give me a list of 200 people and I'll give you $1 million, you would do it because there are people in your neighborhood, in your kids' classes, in your workout class, in your church, they all eat. We're not selling, jewelry or pots and pans or makeup, and I'm not trying to be, everybody has to eat tomorrow is what I'm trying to say. Every single person has to eat breakfast tomorrow. So why not just substitute their breakfast with a shake? If you think about it like that, then every single person you talk to is somebody that you can share with. And all those people know 2 people who are going to eat food. So don't complicate this. I mean, just think about who do I know that eats and then talk to those people. And your business will grow really, really quick. And then just say to them, who are 2 people you know that eat? Okay. And they know 2 people. And then that's who they share with. So 6 people with 2, you get a bonus of $750. And the top level in our company is called executive. And that's when you have 10 people you've personally shared with, and those 5 people have all shared with 2 people. So again, 10 who share with 2. So when you do that in your first 6 months, you get a bonus of $1,000, and that's called Crystal Executive. If you do it outside of that time frame, it's executive with no bonus, but inside of 6 months, Crystal Executive. And you guys, again, it's just the You Share, They Share done over and over again. And so you really want to understand that and how those bonuses work. So if you add all that up, when you become a consultant, a manager, a director, an executive, and you enroll those 20 people that you help become consultants, just your rank advancement bonuses alone are $4,050. That doesn't include any of your PIB or any of your 6% for the cycle. So when someone comes in and says, I really want to do this, I want to make money with this and set my family free, then I say, what's your deadline for executive? Like if you want to do this, then executive is where you need to get to. Like if you aren't an executive, you need to be working toward it. If you are an executive, you need to stay paid as, which means you always have 10 people with 2 people as a minimum. You should have 15 or 20. It just makes it simpler. But look at these bonuses. That's $4,000 just from rank advancement. You add in all the PIB and all the cycle. And when you start from going from 0 to executive, you're looking at between $6,000 and $7,000. So, it could take you 6 months or it can take you 6 weeks. It's just a choice of how many people are you sharing with a day, about Isagenix. And so here's the executive chart. You can go to isagenixbusiness.com, and if you go in under the tools and the PDFs and then click on Map to Crystal Executive, you can print this. And I would do that. I would print that. I would have that all over my house. Like the people that I'm personally working with, I have one of these printed for them. I have their name on it, and I have who they have enrolled on each side and who those people have enrolled. And they're hanging up in my office, because that way, if you enroll someone, you need to take responsibility for their success. That doesn't mean you do it for them, but that means if they have their hand up and they want to run with you, that you help them and you teach them and you coach them and you show them how to do this. And so you need to have these charts up, not just for yourself, but for people on your team that want to do it with you. And when I was new, I had 2 ladies that said, they had their hands up. They said, we're going to do this with you, Michelle and Sherry. So I literally had my chart, and I had a chart for both of them. And as I became an executive, I was helping them at the same time become executives. And it was awesome, because I hit executive, and literally within a matter of a month, I had 2 of my own people that I had enrolled become executives as well. So we got right away to 20 cycles, which is, you guys, $1,000 a week, right away, because I took people with me. So don't just come in and not help your people. You become an executive and help your people to become an executive. That is the key to long-term solid success in this business, is building executives below you. Because when people are executives, they're doing this full time, or most of them are. And, this is what their passion is. This is where, they're building. And so that gives you the freedom then, when you have a whole team of executives, to be able to have residual and time freedom. So, all right. Why become an executive? Number one, because it just shows leadership. I mean, if you want your people to do it, you better do it. Like Justin and I always say, we're not going to ask you to do something that we don't do. We lead from the front, which means we are executive in 3 positions. We're executive in our original spot, we're executive in our reentry, and we're executive in Justin's position. So we have 3 positions, and all 3 of them are paid as executive positions. And we do that because, we just want to show you guys you can do it. Everybody can have 10. We have over 30. So it's just being consistent, every day consistent. Okay, so your executive benefits, when you become an executive, you get a 10% match on the cycles of your own personal people. So for example, like Kim enrolled Bree. So if Bree cycles this week 10 times, Kim gets paid 10%, so an extra cycle this week. If Bree cycles 40 times, Kim gets an extra 4 cycles this week, because paid an extra 4 cycles, because she gets 10% of what Bree earned. And you guys, when you're new and you have people cycling 1 and 2 times a week, you're like, woo, why do I care? It's not very much money. Here's why. Because as you grow your business and you continue to develop yourself and your leaders, and their businesses grow and your business grows, that 10% amount grows. So we have like a lady on our team who cycles right now 250 times a week. So we get 25 cycles a week extra, because we enrolled her. 25 cycles times $54 is what? $2,000 something. 25 cycles times 54. $1,350 extra per week, because we enrolled her. So you take that times 52, that's $70,200 a year. Hello? Just in the 10% match, because we enrolled her and we're an executive. You guys, you have to, when you hit executive, you want to get there and you want to stay there, and you want to get all your team members to build to executive. And they're not all going to do it. Let's get real, but you need to, because you're on this call listening to this, or you're listening to the recording because you're serious about making residual income for your family and giving your family freedom. So you want to hit executive. That's where you can also qualify to participate in the leadership pools. Guys, the company gives out literally hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, and you earn a piece of that based upon your team's growth. But you have to be an executive to start playing in those executive leadership pools. And your bonuses can be $500 in those pools. Your bonuses can be up to $100,000 a month in those pools based upon your growth. So it's just, what are you willing, to do? How committed are you? And then Top Achievers is an awesome event our company holds every year. This last year it was in Canada. This upcoming year it's in Maui, and you can qualify for that. You've got to be an executive and hit different qualifications, and you can earn Top Achievers. So you want to be an executive. It's really where I always say, like, the real money starts. Okay, so again, I'm a numbers girl. I love this example here of exponential growth, and I want you guys to see this. And so we're going to let this open. as it goes again. Okay, so you guys, this basically just shows when I was new, I was a guest at a training, and one of the trainers said, how many of you know 2 people, just 2, that want more time freedom, better health, weight loss, energy, whatever it is? 2 people, financial freedom, raise your hand. So everybody raised their hand. Of course, we all know 2 people. He said, your job is to teach those people to share with 2 people. So the 2 become 4 and 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. You can follow the diagram. So 13 levels down, you have 8,192 people that are on your team. You're getting paid for all those people. Even though in this example, you only enrolled 2. You know, you can enroll other ones, but this example, just for the sake of that, you've only shared with 2 and you've helped them to share with 2. If all those people are just ordering 100 in business volume every 30 days, your annual income with Isogenics is $698,000. You guys, I don't know about you, but when I saw this, I was like, and I'm usually super positive, but I was like, yeah, but that person might send it back. And are people really going to go tell 2 people? And all that kind of stuff went into my head. And then the trainer said this, what if you fail 90% of the time and you only have 10% success? You'd still make $69,800 a year for your family with 10% success. And I don't feel at 90% of anything I put my mind to, and neither do you, or you wouldn't be listening to this. And so that's my point. Like, I sat in the back of the room and I thought, never again am I going to have more month than money. Never again am I going to say we can't do that, and we really wanted to, but we couldn't afford to. Never again am I going to have, you know, a missionary come to my church and me want to write a check, but think, can I even afford to write this check? No. You know, I want to be able to give as much as I want. I want to be able to do what we want. I want to be able to have time freedom. We were able to retire my parents with Isogenics. So my mom was able to come home from her job as a principal and be home. I mean, this company can give you all the options. And you guys, people will say to me, money doesn't buy happiness. It doesn't. But it gives you options. And options are like, money is like oxygen. You need it. You need it. I mean, you can't pay your bills. You can't buy food. You can't buy a car. You can't send your kids to school. I mean, money is part of our world. And so if you're a great person, money is just going to make you just magnifies who you already are. You're going to become even more of a giver. And if you suck, you're going to suck more. That's just life. But what I'm saying to you guys is you can do this. Like, it's a choice. And I came home and I made a decision. I didn't hope Isogenics worked for my family. I didn't think, oh, it might work. I decided I was going to do this, and I expected it to work. And, you know, that's what happened. I went to work, and it is work, you guys. It's called network marketing. But where else can you go and have this kind of freedom? I mean, all of your income, again, is dependent upon your efforts. You know, we have to say that there's no guaranteed income. It's dependent upon how many people you share with and, you know, what you do with it. But there's nowhere else I could go and be the classroom mom and be home with my kids. My kids are upstairs. I'm down here in my office, and, you know, have this type of time freedom and make over $1 million a year. I mean, there's nowhere. We live in a town of 900 people in Northwest Missouri, and we do this from home and from our computers and our phones. And you guys, I mean, you can do this. So it's just making the decision that even if people tell you no, even if people say, oh, is it network marketing? Is it one of those businesses? You just put your blinders on and you stay focused on why you're doing this and what it's going to do for your family, because other people's opinions do not pay your bills. And that's something that I really had to take to heart, because a lot of people in small towns have opinions. And and I'm sure they do everywhere, but I was just like, you know, this is something I was doing for me and my family. And now, you know, I do it for you and your families. I mean, I'm on this Zoom at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday because I want you to have freedom. I mean, we have freedom. I want you to be able to have it. And I want you and the people you know to be able to have it. And so I just encourage you guys to, you know, keep sharing and keep growing. And these are some of the things that we've done that have really helped us. We attend every event the company does, especially the great big corporate ones. So the next one is in January. It's called our New Year's kickoff event. It's going to be in Phoenix, so it's going to be awesome. You guys, you want to get your tickets now. Do not wait, because the event's actually the 12th and 13th, and on the 11th is a corporate headquarters tour. You can't go on the tour unless you have a ticket, and then you can book the tour, and there's only 6 of them going, so you want to book your ticket now so you can get on one of those tours. Use social media. I mean, it's a huge tool to be able to build your business and connect you with thousands of people. Make sure you're sending people out, you know, a welcome letter or calling them, sending them a text. We have a text you can use that you can send out to your team members, and it really, really helps. And I'll give you guys actually what the code is for that text. Let me open it really quick. Okay, so when I enroll somebody new, this is what I text them. It's a link, so write this down. It's www.tiny.cc/welcome to ISA. So it's tiny.cc/welcome to ISA. And that is just, instead of sending a welcome letter, you just text them that. It opens up, it tells them how to do a shake day, how to do a cleanse day, how to get started. It's got everything and then they need to get started, how to set up their auto ship, how to do ISA body challenge. It's awesome. So send that to everybody. Do weekly opportunity presentations. I do every week. I share with people every week. This week I have one on Thursday night in Falls City, Nebraska. Last week I did one in New Orleans. We do one every week, whether it's for us or someone on our team, but every single week. That's our goal, to have one every week. Just consistent daily action, you know, and this says 5 by 5 by 5 by 1. That means sharing with 5 people a day, following up with 5 people a day, breathing belief into 5 people a day, and 1 Facebook share per day. And so if you do that consistently, you guys, you will never have to talk about you running out of people or you know, not making money with this, because if you're consistent daily doing the 5 by 5 by 5 by 1, I mean, your business will just explode. So, and if that seems overwhelming, do 3 by 3 by 3 by 1. Do something that you know you will do consistently, and your business will grow like crazy. So, you guys, I hope that after seeing that helped you guys understand a little bit more about the compensation plan. I am going to stop the recording here.